full.
Basilisk.
The basilisk, yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah. Then we have the amphitheater, which has no legs. It's very serpent-like, and then it has the two wings, and spends most of its time in the air. Then we have the worm, which looks like what you think? Our snake, modern day, right? We'll go into that later. Then we have our I don't know how to say the one with the Q. Can you help me?
Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzalcoatl.
It means the flying serpent.
Right. So it's.
By the way, does anyone have a background in Latin American culture, Mexican or Latin American culture? It's actually a Mexican deity. Quetzalcoatl, yes, the flying serpent. There's another name for it, serpavolant in English. You know this. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then we have our sea serpent, or like called Nessie. Although our sea serpent here has no legs, where Nessie's believed to have legs. Then we have the lindworm, which has legs. The salamander, which is a multi-marine dragon, has many legs. And then the lung dragon, which has the standard 2 legs in front, 2 legs in the back, with no wings.
And I'm really sorry to interject. This is so exciting and fascinating. There's one dragon you haven't mentioned. Have you done research on Fafnir?
No, I haven't.
It's okay. Look it up. Fafnir is a Nordic dragon.
Okay.
Very interesting. It looks like a big snake.
Oh, okay.
Fafnir. Fafnir. I'm really sorry to interrupt. It's I just find it so interesting.
Got it. Alright, I wrote it down.
Okay.
Then we have the Karen, which is just a little bit bigger than a horse. It's just like a scaly horse. We have the Drake, which is a larger version of that. And then the famous Hydra from the legends. 3 heads, you chop off 1, 3 more come back. Alright? So these are some examples of dragons that exist today. So we have our flying dragon. This is in Asia. The flying dragon is from Southeast Asia. The small lizards can glide between trees using fold-like wings of their skin. They can grow up to 7 inches. They eat mainly ants and other small insects. Their wings are supported by 5 to 7 ribs that extend from their body. They can glide for distances up to 30 feet. And their wings are often brightly colored pattern with stripes and dots. But they can fold their wings in to blend with their surroundings and remain inconspicuous. So these are the closest thing we have today that we know of to fays. Now we're moving on to the sea dragon. The sea dragon is the closest relative to the seahorse. It can be found in the cool rocky reefs of southern and western Australia. While technically it's a fish, the sea dragon does not swim much the same way as other fish do, but it sways and imitates the movement of seaweed and seagrass among among its habitat, which it makes home. The sea dragon possesses leaf-like fins and appendages that are nearly transparent, and a tube-like mouth that uses suction in larvae and fishes, and small shrimp-like crustaceans that it feeds on. These are like mini sea serpents, I believe, or even quasitels, but quasitels are more flying. Now we have, everyone knows this one, the Komodo dragon. The Komodo dragons are in Indonesia. It's the world's largest living lizard. They can grow up to 10 feet long and can run as fast as a dog for short stretches. Komodos hunt live prey and are capable of ambushing creatures much larger than themselves. They have a thickly muscled tail and a strong bite. Even a slight graze can be lethal and cause serious infection because of septic bacteria in their saliva. Komodo dragons would have been a great candidate for the inspiration behind the mythical dragons in Europe, except Europeans didn't discover them until 1910. These are, I think, closely related to drakes. Then we have our little friends, bearded dragons. The bearded dragons are native to the woodlands of Australia. They have multitudes of spiky appendages protruding from the skin around its head and can inflate a pouch under its neck to make it look more menacing. The bearded dragon can change colors can change shades of color from light to dark to reflect certain emotional states or help regulate its body temperature. Like the frilled dragon, it can also rear up on its hind legs. These are mini drakes. Now we have the python, literally a giant serpent. The ones we have discovered are over 30 feet long and can take down and consume an elephant. Pythons are considered one of the largest snakes in the world, and the reticulated python of India may have been one of the inspirations behind dragon lore in ancient times. Pythons are constrictor snakes, which means they squeeze to death birds and small mammals that they feed on. These I would consider are worms, and most commonly in the most common modern dragon. So I believe that the legendary dragons, they do exist. I believe that the ones with the wings, that breathe fire, I believe they do exist. Like I said, there's many of the world that isn't discovered, and I believe they hide in those parts for reasons of us, because we've taken over, we've civilized the continent, and we kind of shun anything that's different for us. So I believe that it's with what we've seen from evolution and all the little creatures, or even big creatures in the case of the python, I believe that dragons are out there. They just hide from us because of what we do to everything we find. So.
Thank you so much. I don't know about you, but I agree with your thesis. I think that dragons exist. I mean,